Okay, students, coming to the transfer function or system function, and we are seeing here where h of s is equals to y of s by x of s, and in both the s domain and the Fourier transform domain, and we will be having h of omega is equals to y of omega by x of omega, or h of s is equals to, in the s domain, so y of s divided by x of s. Now from this, so we can define the transfer function as, okay, it's a ratio of the output in the frequency domain to the input, which is also in the frequency domain. Okay, y of omega, which is the output in the frequency domain, divided by the input in the frequency domain. And likewise, we can also have the h of s is equals to the transfer function or system function is equals to y of s by x of s, where y of s is nothing but the output in the s domain and x of s is the input in the s domain. That means it's a ratio of the output in the frequency domain to the input in the frequency domain. That's the system function or the transfer function. Okay, in order to understand the behavior of the system to various input frequencies, okay, you need to know the transfer function or system function. System function, transfer function plays very important role in order to understand the behavior of the system. Okay, now we will be discussing about the properties of linear time invariant systems. Okay, so linear time invariant systems and the impulse response are one another same, and that means so linear time invariant systems are characterized by the convolution integral which has impulse response. Okay, so that means the properties of linear time invariant system, properties of LTI system, properties of LTI system, and the properties of convolution will be similar. Okay, so that means LTI systems or convolution properties, convolution will be one another same. Why? Because the LTI systems output is entirely a mathematical operation called as convolution. That's why so the properties plays very important role. There are three properties that we need to know about the properties of linear time invariant system, that is 1 and 2 and 3. The first property is it is commutative property. The first property is commutative property, and the second one is distributive property. The second property is distributive property. All the properties are properties of LTI systems. Okay, so the first one is commutative property, the second one is distributive property, and the third one is associative property.